Plaintiff Sarah Hathaway rented a room in the defendant's home, and she claims she only lived there for 2 months because he bullied her and was constantly watching her on his security cameras. She's suing for lost wages, property, and emotional distress. Defendant Gary Swim says Sarah was a horrible roommate who not only vandalized his property, but she also abused his dog, and he has the security footage to prove it. Gary's countersuing for attorney fees and emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
I was looking for a space to rent, trying to get back on my feet. He advertised that he's an easygoing single dad with a 9-year-old daughter, renting a room and a shared bathroom with his daughter, whom he had with him on the weekends, for $600 per month. We met. He seemed just fine. In fact, he fixed a headlight on my car for me, which I very much appreciated. And he told me he had security cameras around at the house.
And how was the tenancy? What happened?
Well, during the tenancy, I started to notice, because he was texting me that he was watching me during the day. I would get texts from him if I fenced his dog off the wrong way.
He had a camera?
Yeah, he had cameras
That he could see
inside,
from
which
work?
I was not aware of.
Security cameras inside and out. There's 2 inside, there's 3 outside. They're motion activated. I brought it up. As a matter of fact, I've brought...
Let me allow her to continue.
My bad, sorry.
Okay. That went on for a couple of weeks, and we decided mutually that I was going to find another place to live, because...
When did you all decide that approximately?
I only moved in there on April 3rd. It was by the beginning of May.
You both decided you'd leave in May?
No, we decided I would leave 30 days from
May
1st. Yes.
And when she decided she wasn't going to, that's when I started the eviction process.
I'll give to you, sir.
On May 3rd,
What were the other problems?
The other problems were he would not leave the outdoor lights on for me outside when I came home at 10:30 or 11 o'clock.
What else?
He had fenced off common areas with dog fences, common areas, and bolted them to the wall where I could not access the laundry without his permission, the lanai, the dining area. His dog, you know, he's a big Rottweiler. She's a big Rottweiler. She's sweet, but she's undisciplined.
She was 9 months old.
Was she inside in the common areas?
She's turned a year old.
Ma'am, was she
Yes.
inside in the common areas?
Yes,
Did
she
you
was.
know that would be the case when you
I
moved
understood
in?
that. I love dogs. That was fine.
Okay, so why are you complaining now?
Well, because she would jump on me. I have scratches from her. She started getting
She
into...
jumped on you playfully?
Yeah.
All right, and you like dogs?
I do.
And you knew what the size of this dog when you moved in.
Sure, I
So
did.
you should have known a nice dog likes to play. And part of that playing is jumping on somebody.
Unless you tell her down, which she wouldn't do, but
All
at
right,
any
let me
rate...
hear from you now.
Sir, this is the first line on her complaint, and this is her text to me. First line, with your permission, I'd like to fence Coco in the dining area. Okay, is this the fence that you were talking about? And that's the dining area? The only thing you don't have access to is my bedroom.
What did she complain to you about, sir?
The dog, so I put her up, and then when she started, I didn't have the cameras on.
What did she say was wrong with the
That she would
dogs?
mind her.
Pardon?
That she wouldn't mind her.
Okay, go ahead.
And I have, when I started turning the videos on, were things that were happening that were strange, like she said the incident with the dog. So I started turning the cameras on inside, and they only would record for motion. I've brought evidence that shows her abusing my animal, that she's going around. It's a good thing too, because she was pouring water on my property inside the house. There was a reason I put those cameras on. I have a ton of evidence.
Let's see it.
Let's see the cameras, yes. Here's her screaming at me, calling the police.
Told you to shut up while I was talking.
You said, you're shut up,
Is that someone who's scared?
and it's on your, it's on your camera.
She knows you're there.
Yay, I just imitated you. You're an ignorant, low class.
Just call me names there.
Who's harassing who?
Person.
Who's harassing who?
Harassing him.
Okay. I'm feeling verbally abused.
Here's where she kicks my dog.
Down.
One.
Down.
Oh.
That's a knee to the chest, Your
And then
Honor.
look at this one, Your Honor. She puts it to the ground. That's a hard kick. Watch.
Damn.
And that's why I had the videos going. She says a couple weeks, it was 4 days before she started acting crazy. 4 days. And I work for the county. I don't make a lot of money, but I didn't spend over $1,000 getting her evicted out of my house for no reason.
So what are you suing for, ma'am?
I'm suing for loss of property. I'm suing for emotional duress. I've had to move back up to Michigan.
What else, ma'am?
Your Honor, may I show you the police
Tell me
report?
about the unreturned property.
I was given less than 24 hours to remove myself from the home.
Legally?
Well, the first one was June 1st, then it went to the 31st, then it went to May 29th.
Whenever it was it legal?
Yes, it came from the
law
court.
makes the decisions.
It came from the court.
Well, okay.
So it changed
What's your
dates.
problem?
The problem was I wasn't prepared. My son was prepared to come down on the 31st to
They
help me.
give you notice.
I
They
came
give
home.
you more than 24-hour notice.
sir.
They gave you notice. You're lying to me about you had no notice. You knew you had to move that day. Go ahead, ma'am.
I think she's getting irritated with you, Your Honor.
No, I'm not
all
getting
she wants.
irritated
I'm getting
with you, Your
irritated and
Honor.
insulted that she thinks she can tell me that a sheriff can come and tell you to move without any notice.
No.
Without
there-
notice that you must move. Go ahead, sir.
I served her with a notice to quit on the 7th. She knew this was coming. This was issued on the 23rd.
What
A
is
writ
this?
of possession. And when the sheriff's department came and put that on there, then I was on call for my job, so I couldn't take off. And that day, I watched my camera pretty hard because I was worried about her passive aggressiveness and what she might do. She went and filed an emergency motion to stay, which, whatever.
And what happened?
They denied it. I mean, she was given. This is not like a surprise eviction. They don't do that.
The only issue is, did you have the legal right to
Evict
either
her, yes.
retain or put her things out? What
Yes,
did you
I did,
do?
yes.
You put her things out?
Yes,
All right, on what date?
the 7th, because
7th of what?
June.
Okay.
And I was even going to be nice.
Do you have the sheriff's notice saying that you can put her out at that point? That's it.
Final
There
notice.
you go. They put the notice on the door. There you go.
And I waited till-
Court-ordered eviction has been completed. This was May 30th. What did you do after May 30th about getting your personal property?
Repeatedly texted him, sir, asking
You have
him.
evidence of that?
Yes.
Sir, what happened with her attempts to remove her property?
Well, I was on call. I had to do 2 weeks of on call in the 3-week period.
Did
And
you speak with her?
I spoke with her briefly.
Did you all set a time?
No,
Why?
because it was my daughter's birthday that weekend.
Okay,
and
but there are more days than that.
Yes, but I was on call.
Let me see,
I
ma'am.
go on call from Wednesday morning to Wednesday morning the following week. And that was all I
Yeah, I
could
don't
do.
want 20 pages. You read it and show me what you want me to have. What is your counterclaim for? Lawyer fees
Lawyer
and emotional
fees.
distress.
Yeah, distress.
How?
This woman would follow me around. Just to, I'm trying to have
Follow
my
you around and do what?
and call me names, trying to record it.
Do you have any evidence of her recording you?
Yes, in one of those videos, she's holding the phone, call me every name in the book.
Okay, I did see that as well. Lost wages, how does he owe you for lost wages, ma'am?
I had to take the following day off on the 29th, expecting to move out the 31st, but they moved it up to the 29th.
Why?
Why did I have to take the day off, sir?
Yes.
In order to remove my things from the home and put them into a storage unit.
Okay, you took the day off to do what you were supposed to do for your own things.
No, sir, I had-
And now you want to be paid for it, for removing your things that you say you didn't remove. You're suing him for them, in fact.
No, sir, that's not what I'm suing him for, Your Honor.
Oh, not property?
No, yes, my
Oh,
firebox.
yes, no?
Yes.
Which one is it?
It for the items I could not remove myself, sir, because I was by
Okay,
myself.
and what items are those? You have a list?
It's the firebox and my bedroom furniture.
Let me have it. And you said you were going to provide me with text for all the dates that you gave him, the alternatives that you gave.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Let me have
I'm getting,
those. Do you have them
getting
yet?
flustered. I'm sorry. I don't.
Your Honor, I had told her that she could come, but she'd have to wait. June 6th.
What do you have there you're
Here-
making reference to?
June 6th was my daughter's birthday party. That was her emergency motion to come and get the stuff
Ordered
on.
and denied. It is hereby ordered in the judge that the request is denied as legally insufficient. Man, they denied you. The court denied you
Yes, Your Honor, they did.
for an emergency hearing to move your things. Why do you think that was?
I suppose he was within his rights as a landlord. However, I did have arrangements
Within
for the
his
31st
right for a landlord to do what?
to kicked me out of what was my home in less than 24 hours.
You should have, before kicking this dog like that, you should have left.
Sir.
Instead of lying to me, talking about you were playing with the dog, and that was the problem, that the dog would jump on you playfully, and that was the problem with the dog. When I look at you kicking, knocking that dog down.
Your Honor, I didn't.
But I had arrangements for my son and his.
Let me see the language where he gave you a particular, or you attempted to get a particular time that you requested opportunity to get your things.
Sir, or Your Honor,
Oh,
it's an
this is it?
arrangement when
Be
it's.
quiet, sir. The sheriff should have called me. He said he would. You say, the deputy said to pass along to you that he will be here at 9 a.m. What time can your son be here? You know, what does this have to do with you and him working out arrangements? You show up here at 9:30.
That was before the eviction,
Surrender the
sir.
key.
That was before the eviction.
No, sir, it
Had been
wasn't.
served. No, that was the day of, and you got your continuance to the next morning. Do you remember that?
No, sir, no. I do remember getting the continuance because he wasn't able to come back on
to
Thursday.
Yes,
back.
and that's
From
what you're talking about.
doing
I wanted him
back-to-back
be
call
back
to make up
before
legally.
9:30, before it was served.
You were ordered to leave on the 30th, and you say that immediately thereafter you began trying to get your things from him. Do you have that, or is it in here?
It was a denial by the court again, which I was never given.
No,
I
we're
was
saying you and him talking to each other. Remember, that's what you said? You said you
trying to
kept trying to
communicate-
pursue him, and
I
he wouldn't
did.
allow you to do it. So I
No, he
want to
was-
see
he was
how
just putting
how
me
far
off.
after the 30th you tried to do that. Did he ever
Yes.
agree?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Well, let's see where
Oh,
he
wait,
agreed.
no, he didn't. You're right, he didn't.
Why do you keep doing this? Your claim is dismissed, ma'am, and yours is granted. Have a good day.
Granted. Thank you, Your Honor.
I've lost anything that was important to me materially, which are things from my deceased loved ones, which were in a firebox, that he put to the curb and took great delight in doing. That's all I have to say.
Justice was prevailed. Hey, Gracie.